Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. Today we're going to talk about Auchentoshan.
Auchentoshan.
And Pong. A little bit of Atari thrown in.
Let's test it. All right, we're back.
Hello.
I don't know. I have not heard it from a professional. They put it on the box, and it looks like it's Auchentoshan. Probably quicker. Auchentoshan.
That's how I say it.
Auchentoshan.
Right on.
Something like that.
That's exactly how I say it.
Triple wood.
Right. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Pong and a little bit of Atari.
Pong is an old video game. You have to be probably 44.
Yeah,
at least 44 years old to remember Pong.
Probably so, because I was begging my parents for an Atari 2600 and they wouldn't get it for me, probably because money was tight. And one day they came home from a garage sale and they're like, "We got you a video game." And I was like, "Woo!" I was like, I was going mental. I was like, ah, and then they, out of a bag, like a trash bag, they pull out Pong. And I'm like, "What is this?" They're like, "It's Pong. We got it this garage." They said it's a video game system, is what they said. And I go, "This is Pong. It is a video game system. They didn't know the difference between Atari and Pong. Now, I was so hard up for any kind of game you could play on the TV that I was like, okay. And Dad and I played tennis, and then like ping pong, and then doubles tennis, and it all looked the same, baby. Did you ever play Pong?
Yes. Oh yeah, many hours.
It's a big controller with like a wheel on it, and all you're doing is moving a digital bar up and down vertically on a screen and bouncing. There'd be a little digital ball, but it was still, I'm telling you, this is going to sound weird to you youngins, it was magical.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I had my childhood best friend Ed had it on a TV in his basement.
Wow.
We spent many hours
with Pong?
Playing Pong.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, I can remember we had family friends that my folks would go to on the weekends, and they'd play cards. And their kids had an Atari before I had one. What? And so when we would go over there, the kids would disappear into the basement. We'd play Atari. God. It was awesome. Hours and hours. Yeah. And I loved it. Oh, and then...
Favorite games?
I can tell you, I remember this. Let's go back to 1980. 1980, 81. Yeah, that's right. When was Atari out?
Yeah, we got it in 78.
It was $149.
Oh my God.
It was a lot of money then.
Oh my God. I can't believe I ever got it.
I know it.
What was your favorite
game? I got
it
for Christmas. I could not. I was so ecstatic. When I got it.
I still have the box.
I opened that thing up.
I still have the original box. My boy, I sort of keep all my Army men in it, and it survived only due to that reason, and it's in my boy's room right now. He put stickers all over the box because he didn't know, which it doesn't matter. It was kind of beat up. But favorite games in Atari, real quick. What were they?
Wow, Asteroids, probably one of the first ones that probably most hours spent on.
Yes, I flipped Asteroids. Asteroids, when you played with the bouncing shields, not hyperspace where it would disappear. And you didn't want the one where you had to float through the rock. That was horrible. You wanted the shield that lasted, and you couldn't hold the shield for too long. And how did you make the shield even turn off?
I don't even remember.
Because you had only the one shooting button. Maybe you held it down. I think you held down the firing button, and that would turn your shield on for an amount of time, I think. And then I loved Defender. That came a little later. Defender was phenomenal. First time the screen went this way. Okay.
Pac-Man.
Space Invaders, just tons and tons. Pac-Man was good. I liked Mrs. Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong, I played that. I had it, but I mean, yeah.
Frogger.
Yeah, I think I still
Now you're moving on, though. Atari's been out a few years when Frogger comes out. Pitfall.
True. Pitfall. Oh my God, I was hooked on Pitfall. Yeah, like grabbing the vines and swinging again, side scrolling. I still have my 2600 somewhere.
Night Driver. That was like one of the first games with Atari. Very basic. You were like driving at night on a car on the highway, and you had to just follow the.
I had the tank game, the combat game where you fought. That was kind of cool. Where you had little blocks in the way.
I think that was it. Tank Combat.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And it was all right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Auchentoshan.
Auchentoshan. Triple wood. This has gone through 3 different casks. Started a course in prior filled American oak casks. well, I guess I don't even know if they were prior filled, but American oak casks.
I'm sure they were. I mean, they're not, well, I shouldn't say, but generally Scotch is not going to be put in a virgin oak American cask. They come over with a single fill.
From there it goes to a Sherry Oloroso cask. Very good.
Side note on casks, I actually saw most American, I think it's even, maybe it's bourbon or whatever, but there's some rules that they have to use virgin casks. So that's why they use them one time and then they get rid of them.
Yeah.
And that's where they sell them off to, is both for Scotch whiskey and for
Now, I did say on Twitter one time, when that cork pops out of the bottle, it sounds like someone sprinkling an angel on a goddess. That's what it sounds like.
Sprinkling an angel on a goddess.
Yes.
It's not very poetic, really. I'm with you. It sounds good. To me, it sounds like freedom.
Anyway, from the...
Freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Mel.
Angel on a goddess. What kind of...
It's like too heavenly.
What kind of laced LSD dream is that?
That's it. Okay, now here I have to refer to our packaging. From the Sherry Oloroso cask, it goes into a Pedro Ximenez Sherry cask.
I told him he had to memorize this, and there was no way to do it.
It's a Spanish term, Ximenez. I imagine it's probably Ximenez.
I think it's Xerxes.
Pedro Ximenez. Finally into a Pedro Ximenez Sherry cask. So we'll see.
Xerxes, the Persian sun.
What about it? Oh, it came out of him?
I don't know. All right.
Peed it on his sister.
Should we try? No.
Yes, let's try it neat. Now, I have had Auchentoshan, the 12-year, in the past.
Touching me.
And the 12-year, the standard 12-year, to me, moved through three distinct phases. It had a fruit flavor, a caramel flavor, and a peaty flavor.
This is one of the hottest smells I've ever had. I don't know how to place it yet. It came in strong.
Oh yeah, sherry.
Wow, is that what I'm getting? Sherry? I'm getting that
strong
plum raisin?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I'm getting that plum raisin from the sherry. I couldn't pin it down.
Probably the Sherry Oloroso that we're used to anyway.
I think you are exactly right. That comes from when we did the sherry review. The sherry butts. Go look at the sherry butts. You're right. I'm getting the sherry. I'm getting some of that plum raisin. I'm getting a hint of cinnamon. I'm still getting a strong alcohol, but we've got this neat. What's your taste? Let me do a little bit.
Wow, it's not strong. Oh yeah, boy, right into a sweet sherry. Strong. And that was it, and it's gone. Smooth.
You're right. It does. The finish is more of that plum sherry flavor.
There's almost the darker flavor to it that I get from some, almost that chocolate or a toffee.
Okay. I'm getting. I definitely got the fruit flavors coming in.
Wow, that is remarkable. Just add a splash of water to it and let's try it.
Man, it's a little overpowering to me at first. It's got a strong feel in my mouth.
It is 43% looking at that box, so it's not that strong.
Just the feel, it's hitting me. It's like it's clubbing me in the mouth at first.
It's good flavor though, I think. That's right in there. It's quick.
I'm not saying it's bad. I like the finish with the plum raisin, but I'm having a hard time pinning down the beginning.
I didn't get anything besides that. That was all I got.
That could be it.
I don't notice any difference in the
That might be it.
smell.
The aftertaste is smoothing out into the plum raisin, but you're right. It's a strong fruit. I think you're exactly right. Right from the get-go, I'm getting like an explosion of fruitiness. Maybe with a little bit of wood.
I get the toffee with the sherry. or the chocolate. I call it a dark. Sometimes I get a darker taste, and it's a chocolate or a toffee, or maybe a coffee even flavor. Sometimes.
Yeah. I'm picking up
that's
maybe
in there with the sherry, and almost right with when I added the water and I tasted it. I got that at the first, and then it moved into the sherry. Yeah,
I'm with you. The very first punch is kind of maybe I could see what you're saying. A little bit of that coffee strong, that real strong flavor, and then it immediately softens, and I get more and more of that plum or that raisin sherry flavor, and then you're right, it just drops off the edge.
Yep. Delicious.
Way better than Pong.
Yes.
With a surprising finish to it. Wow, that's interesting.
Yep, it's good.
All right, Scotch Test Dummies. If you want something with a little bit of difference to it, the Auchentoshan 3-wood.
That's good. Auchentoshan.
What did I say?
No, it's good. You said it. It's really
Auchentoshan. I thought you were making fun of me.
No.
Yeah, rich fruits, chocolate, and toasted hazelnut.
Oh, there you go.
Definitely the fruits. If you like a fruity scotch, this is your baby right here.
Yep.
Kind of like the Atari 2600. See you guys later.
Buy the Auchentoshan, not the 2600.
I don't know. It might come back.
Slancha.
Slancha, dummies.
Got a review going to happen? That sounded stupid.
Sure, it looks good. God dang, that's gross. Outtake. Yeah. Like
I think that's in there. It's like in the start. That opens it up.
It's disgusting.